We're just waiting for everybody to pop into the shoe. Oops. No, don't want to do that. Okay. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the MetsXMFanZone live podcast, home of your everything Mets. If you guys love our shows, you guys can always tweet, like, and subscribe. And to get more of your New York Mets news, you guys can share, like, and subscribe to our channel. We're always giving you guys fresh updates of all your New York Mets news. We always go with our betting. We always give you guys my betting for the lineups each and every game. And I'm always here to give it to you guys live on our show. So if you guys enjoy our shows, you guys can always tweet, like, and subscribe. Also, promo code is popping in for this month. We got a really good promo code for you guys on Fanatics and also on FanDuel. So if you are betting with us today on MetsXMFanZone, we are now doing a promo code for July. If you do MetsXMFanZone July, July, you'll get a $5 prompt play only for it's not for a baseball parlay. It's only for a Mets parlay. So if you are doing a Mets baseball parlay, if you type the promo code MetsXMFanZone July, you will get a $5 free play to new people that register to those apps. So just to keep everybody informed that if you are a new user to those apps, to FanDuel or Fanatics, you can get a $5 free play by using the promo code MetsXMFanZone July, July in lower caps. So we got a really good show for you guys today. We got a good matchup. We got New York Mets versus the Washington Nationals. This is a 3-game series. This is a 4-game series. We got David Peterson on the mound for the New York Mets. And we also have on the mound for the Washington Nationals, Mackenzie Gore. So what are we going to see in this matchup today? Now, if you guys are big-time bettors, or if you guys enjoy my show to keep you informed with live streams and also game day parlay, you guys can watch and share our shows. I would love to know where everybody is watching our show. If you guys would like to put it in the comment section down below, that would be greatly appreciated. So that way I know where you guys are from. You know, everybody keeps saying, like to give big shout outs. So let's go and do so. Also, we would like to, if you guys stay to the very end of our show, we have some new products being launched out for our show. So make sure that you guys are here to the very end. We got a 4th of July product out for all of our members. So if you guys are looking to get some 4th of July Mets gear, we now finally have it in our shop. So you guys could be able to shop in MetsXMFanZone shop, and you guys can get your Mets product today. Also, if you guys would like to see today's live stream, the New York Mets versus the Washington Nationals, it is on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. We give you the most ultimate live destination of ad-free, provider-free, and also no restrictions to our website. We give you guys 24/7 access of Met live streams. By doing that, you guys can check out our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. All the details are in our show notes as well. So let's get into today's game. We got David Peterson and Mackenzie Gore. So what are we going to be looking forward to this matchup? I do think, in my honest opinion, that David Peterson's going to be the winning pitcher in this matchup. Now the Mets did lose two games to the Houston Astros. Didn't look very good in the last two games. A lot of runs were held on bases in the last two games. Now, what are we going to look forward going in today's game? I think the Mets are going to come out swinging here. I think because of the whole lineup shifting for today's game, which I will announce in just a second. I do think that David Peterson is going to still be the winning pitcher, though. Even though the Mets are not hitting good right now, they're not, in the last two games. I do think that, again, David Peterson would be the winning pitcher in today's game. Now, if you are betting for the New York Mets in this matchup, what am I going to see in regards to strikeout rate for David Peterson? They have it projected to be at 5.5. I'm going to go to an alternative spread and go a little bit up. David Peterson in his last two starts for the New York Mets has a 2.08 ERA. Probably one of the better pitchers going into this matchup. Mackenzie Gore, he's 6-7. He has been struggling. So, David Peterson would probably be the step up here. The strikeout ratio, again, for professionals, are putting it at 5.5. I think David Peterson is going to have a little bit more strikeouts in today's game. We know on how good he is with the curveball and the sweeper. Also, he's very good with getting some really good executions on the corner of the strike zone. And if you have looked at his ratio, it has been a 7.0 in the corner of the strike zone, and strikeout rate is at 2.0. So I would say David Peterson, having that good strikeout ratio there on the corners, could very well have the upper hand in this matchup. So I'm going to go again with the alternative spread at 5.5 for David Peterson and give him 7.5, probably a little bit of that success rate, especially with the spin rate that he's been doing as of lately. So he's been having some really good execution pitching there in that repertoire. And then moving on to Mackenzie Gore. Now, Mackenzie Gore has been struggling in his last two starts. He has a 3.60 ERA, but the last two starts he didn't look so good. He didn't get the win in his last start, but the Nationals didn't end up winning with him on the mound. But what are we going to see coming out of Mackenzie Gore? I don't see much out of him. I think he's going to go at that 3.5, which they have it projected for him. I'm not going to go with an alternative spread there. I'm going to go with the professionals on that one. So if you're going to go with who's going to go with the winning pitcher in 5 innings, it's definitely going to be David Peterson. Now let's go with your lineup here. We're going to start with the Mets and move all the way over to the Washington Nationals because we are at Citizens Bank Park, so the Mets are away in this matchup here. So let's go with batting first and leading off, and that's Francisco Lindor. Batting second, Harrison Bader. Batting third, we got J.D. Martinez. We got batting fourth, Pete Alonso. A little disappointed in him this year. Then we got batting fifth, Mark Vientos. Very improved player this year. Then I'm going to go with batting sixth, which will be Tyrone Taylor. Batting seventh, Francisco Alvarez. Batting eighth, Jose Iglesias, which, if you guys would like to hear the Oh My God official song, it will be on our reels. We'll have it available for you guys. And then we have batting ninth, Jeff McNeil. Then we're moving over to the Washington Nationals. And then we got leading off C.J. Abrams. Then batting second will be Lane Thomas. Batting third would be Harold Ramirez. Batting fourth would be Joey Meneses. Batting fifth would be Imeldo Vargas. And then batting sixth, James Wood. Batting seventh would be Gilbert Ruiz. Batting eighth would be Nick Seisel. And then batting ninth would be Jacob Young. So, now, who would I pick in my top three players here? Now, if you are going against the New York Mets, we're going to start off with the Washington Nationals. And then we'll start off with the New York Mets. But if you guys are liking what you're hearing so far, put it in the comment section down below. If you've got any questions, please feel free to do so. We stay to the very end because we have some product reveals that we want to show. So to all of our members, make sure that you guys stay to the end. All right. Okay, so let's start with my top three players for today's matchup. Now, my number one for the Washington Nationals will be Gilbert Ruiz. Now, if you go and look in all the stats and the numbers and all the plate appearances against the New York Mets, he is 14 of 28. Now, obviously, that don't mean too much, but what are we going to see here? He has a good, he likes to pull to the right side of the plate. If you're looking at his statistic-wise, he likes to hit it at 50% to the right field line. He has a little bit more success in that way. So how I'm going to project his power ratio is at 73%. Now, against David Robertson, nothing really in regards to statistically, but what are we going to see in this matchup? I do think that if David Peterson is on his game, I do think that he could definitely strike him out. But if David Peterson doesn't have good execution here at these at bats, then he's going to go with little issues here. So what I see is in today's game, I'm going to go with 3 hits for Ruiz. I think that he might have a little bit of a better game, and plus he hasn't really been hitting super well. But if you want a guy that needs to come through in really tight situations, he could be that guy that could have some good execution at bats here. So again, I would go with 3 hits and then have him at 2 RBIs for today's matchup. And then he would be my number 3. Now, my number 2 would be C.J. Abrams. No, I'm sorry. Number 2 would be Lane Thomas. What do I see in this matchup for against David Peterson? Strikeouts is very important for David Peterson. He needs to be able to have good execution. Now, if he doesn't and throws the curveball too much at this guy, always tends to get in trouble. Now, plate appearance-wise, he has 28 of 34 between David Peterson. So what am I going to see in this matchup? Again, he's a guy that likes to pull to the left side. Left side gets a little bit more down the middle. So I'm probably going to go at between 67, maybe at 54 on the field ratio. Again, he likes to go to the left side, pulling it very much towards that way. He always has pretty good success rate, especially when they had the shift on. But now that they don't have the shift on, he's still able to go the opposite field direction here. So what am I going to see in him? I'm going to go with a home run because he does have good power bats. So if you're going to see some good ratio there, I would go with a good home run in today's matchup if David Peterson is not on his game. So it could have a big mistake there if he doesn't pitch very well. Then I would go with just 2 singles for him also as well. So probably go maybe 3 for 4 maybe 2 for 4. So kind of you could play a little bit of the ship game there with Lane Thomas. I keep saying Lance Thomas. But that's kind of like where I would go. Mix match it, kind of play with the whole ratio. If you're going to bet with the home runs, play with the RBIs. He would probably be my guy that would be put into the category of 2 or more RBIs. Then my number 1 guy would be C.J. Abrams. What am I going to see in C.J. Abrams in today's game? 3 RBIs. And then I would go with 3 hits, 3 RBIs. If he's very good with the corners, he has a 7.77 in regards to guys on base. He's a guy that is a little bit of a threat. So obviously he's the leadoff for us for a reason. He's probably one of the best hitters on that team right now. He has a good success rate at 28 of 31. So kind of go with him being a good situational hitter. His average on field likes to go to the same hitting situation at 73. Again, if David Peterson is not on his game and having good exit velocity and strikeouts, going with the corner, going a little bit more mid-tier, then obviously he would probably be a threat at the mound. I'm sorry, at the diamond. And I would go with 3 RBIs with 3 hits. Now let's move on to your New York Mets. Now again, if you guys are betting, you go on FanDuel or Fanatics. If you use the promo code MetsXMFanZone July, you get a $5 free bet when you become a new register to those apps, and it's only on our only on Mets, nowhere else. And also, if you guys would like to see today's game, Mets versus the Washington Nationals, we do have it live on our website. TV provider free, no pop-ups, no advertisements, no blackouts, no restrictions. You guys can check it out on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. We have a premium membership if you guys would like to check it out. It is $14.99 for the month. You could also do a weekly. What is great is that we give it to all of our members budget friendly. So if you're under a budget, our plans are great for you. So you guys can go and check it out by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. And you'll have to worry about going on to annoying websites with pop-ups or advertisements or TV providers or anything else like that. All you have to do is go to the website, sign up, boom, right onto the stream. That's it. You don't have to worry about anything. Plus, we are VPN secured, and you don't have to worry about your data being hacked. That's the best part about our website. We are completely secured and backed up on our streams. So instead of going onto these free websites, forget it. People, always find them annoying. So we try to, give back to all of our members. So, enough with that being said, let's get into the Mets side of things. All right, so my top 3 stars for the Mets in today's game. My number 3 would be Francisco Alvarez. Now, obviously, Alvarez has been hitting very well in the last 7 games. He's given you some home runs. He's given you a lot of RBIs. What am I going to see out of him in today's game? If you are going to bet on him, I would go with 2 RBIs, give 2 hits, maybe a walk, or maybe a double. So you kind of want to go and play with Alvarez a little bit. That's kind of where I would go with Alvarez. 2 hits, 2 walks, RBI somewhere, and a double, and maybe a walk. Then I would go as my second star would be Mark Vientos. Mark Vientos is showing that he can be a first baseman here. Looking very, that alternative to Pete Alonso. I mean, from what I'm hearing in the news that I'm hearing with Pete Alonso, that the Mets are looking to probably go elsewhere and make Mark Vientos as a first baseman. We don't know exactly just yet on what the logistics are looking like, but from what we are hearing, that Mark Vientos could be that alternative to Pete Alonso. But the Mets are showing interest in Juan Soto. So we are hearing that Juan Soto could very well be a sign for the Mets in the offseason. And we do know that, I don't want to say sources, we know for certain that Juan Soto is looking to come to the New York Mets. So I'm reporting it live to everybody that Juan Soto could very well be a sign at the end of the year. And then now let's go with my number one star for today's game, and that would be Francisco Lindor. Another guy that's been super red hot. Love what I'm seeing out of him so far. Expected him to go with a home run, 2 RBIs, a stolen base, and a walk. So I do think that Lindor could go for the cycle in today's game, just because on how he's been hitting as of lately. I mean, the last 2 games hasn't been looking really good for him. You know, I think everybody's kind of like slowing down just quite a bit. But Grimace is still alive. Oh my God is still alive. Listen, I don't put Jose Iglesias bad there, but I do think that probably not going to do anything in today's game. But we love the vibes. We like on what we're seeing and what we're hearing, keeping the positivity alive. But don't jump to judgment yet, because if the Mets continue to win in today's game, I think it would be all right. I mean, we are going to start playing some lower end teams, so maybe the Mets could still keep that momentum going. But I would definitely say ease up on the Mets. I think they'll be just fine. So let's go with total runs, total hits, and then we're going to go with a whole total number. So when you guys are going to bet on the total number for today's game. Total number for today's game for both teams, I would go with 10.5. They have the spread at 5.5. I would go a little bit up. Again, I do think that the Mets are going to have some hits in today's game. I think the Nationals going to have a couple of hits also in today's game. So I would go roughly at 10.5. I do think that the Mets will come out 6-5 in this one. Then total runs would be 18. Total hits, 21. And that's where I would go in today's matchup. So let's go in and show you guys some of our merchandise. Now, if you guys would like to purchase anything that you see on our show today, it is on all of our selling platforms like Amazon, Mercari, OfferUp, Etsy. We're on all of them. We are still trying to get on TeamU, so we're working on it. So I know we had some members that were asking us, are you guys gonna be going on to TeamU very soon? But we are working around the clock to try to make that happen. So we're working on it. So we have a new shirt for you guys today. We got the New York Mets. We got Francisco Alvarez on the back here. These are the 4th of July t-shirts. These are black. So if you're looking to get these shirts, we do have them. We have them in small, medium, large, extra large, 2X. We don't have anything above those, but these are the 4th of July Alvarez t-shirts. These are on black t-shirts. Obviously the tags and stuff like that. But we do have them on all of our shopping platforms. We do also have the 4th of July Pete Alonso shirts. We have them in red. So just to let everybody know on all the colors that we have with all the names. So the Alvarez has red, white, and blue. So obviously red, white, and blue. And we have for the Alonsos red, white, blue, and black. So red, white, blue, and black are all of our names. So we're just showing you what it looks like on the red and on the black. And of course, you guys can get these on our website. We do have them, all of our merchandising for $20 on all of our platforms. And then we have, for our Pride Month members, we have your 2024 Mets Francisco Lindor shirts. These are cool base, because somebody asked me the other day, you have any cool base shirts? So we do. We have all the cool base shirts. We got fronts. We got backs. All of our shirts on our platform are $20. And you can get these small, medium, large, extra large, 2Xs. We only go up to 2Xs on all of our sizes. So these are the Pride Month shirts, front, and we got Francisco Lindor on the back. And also, just to let you guys know, too, also, if you guys would like to see today's live stream, it is on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. We got the New York Mets versus the Washington Nationals. Game does start at 6:40. And if you guys would like to see that stream, you guys could go onto our website. And yes, we do have the Mr. Met shirts on our platform as well, because I saw somebody on YouTube that asked, do you have these? We do have these as well. So we'd like to thank you guys for watching here on our show today. And if you guys have any questions, comment in the comment section down below. Show your love, show your support. We will be live tomorrow early in the morning. We always do an early morning show for all of our members. We go live on TikTok at 5:30, like 5:30, 6 o'clock. So if you guys would like to join in with us tomorrow morning at 5:30, 6 o'clock, we will be live also again. We'll see you guys real soon. Be safe, be well. New York Mets playing the Washington Nationals. Game does start at 6:40. We got David Peterson on the mound and Mackenzie Gore for the Washington Nationals. And to get all of the live action, you guys can check it out by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. We'll see you guys real soon. Be safe, be well, and let's go Mets.